Hey everybody, this is Professor Brandon Beliso of One Merit Badges with one of our new features, which is going to just be kind of a monthly uh, video that I send you to help you stay focused, stay on track, and get the most out of your One Merit Badges. Now, the thing that makes One Merit Badges very unique but also very challenging is the fact that we call it an organic product. I found immediately the biggest challenge with most character development systems were they gave you this handout that you gave to parents, and parents took it home. The kids did these 10 things, and then they brought it back to you, signed off that they completed the 10 things, and they would pass that life skill for whatever belt they were working on. I find the challenge with that is you just took life skills out of your school. And the reason it was constructed that way is because to implement it any other way than the way it was designed would step on your curriculum. You wouldn't have time to do stripes, you wouldn't have time to teach the curriculum because you're too busy trying to implement this character development system. So you sent it home with the parents. So that became the biggest challenge I recognized immediately. So when I created One Merit Badges, the thing I wanted to focus on is not making it simply task driven, but make it habit forming. And when I learned that, the example that was, I was judging a tournament, and I watched this kid get in the ring and do his form perfectly, loud key eyes, manners, respect, focus, boom. As soon as he got his first place trophy, 15 minutes later, this kid is at the side with his belt tied around his head, chasing his friend, kicking and punching him. Then I stopped to think, is focus, discipline, respect really part of his habit, or is he simply performing to win a prize? Well, I chose the latter. So what we do with One Merit Badge is that you have to wrap your head around is you need to take it and use it on a daily basis and reward people when they're not looking. Classic example, because everybody in my school has the power of utilizing this tool, whether it be an instructor, a junior instructor, an assistant day camp counselor, my front desk, everybody can take this and utilize it. So here's a great example. One time this kid who was on the fence about joining was sitting there watching his brother month after month after month after month, and he's always very quiet, sits there politely, and the front desk took him focus badge, walked around and said, "Hey young man, you know what's really cool? I notice how you sit there watching your brother day in and day out. You're very quiet, you sit still, you don't disrupt the class, so I want to award you this focus badge." Boom. Before the class was over, that mom was up at the front desk with that young man because he wanted a uniform to put his badge on. So he actually signed up that day. So there's an example of how it can be used not only to improve retention, but to reward somebody for their effort and for the habit that's being displayed. And that's what's neat about it, but you need to be creative. One of the most common questions I get is, well, how do they earn the badge? Then I ask them the same question, how do they earn the badge? But that's what makes it challenging, is people simply want you to hold their hand and say, do A, B, C. All I say is these three elements must always be employed with One Merit Badges. One, pass out the student and parent handout. Whatever skill that you're working on, we always have that handout available and posted online. Because if they don't earn the badge in class, guess what? We tell the parent, read through this student-parent handout for this specific life skill. You determine, based upon the dynamics of your household, how they're going to earn that badge. Make them earn it. Come back, simply tell us, and we'll reward it at the end of class. What's cool about that is you're empowering the parent to think and make that choice. Second, you're not telling them how to parent. The second element is the mat chat. Practice that mat chat like you practice a form. Could you imagine if all your instructors taught a form differently within your school? Wouldn't that be crazy? There'd be no consistency. So if everybody practices the mat chat and follows the script, as we say, stick to the script, they follow it verbatim, guess what? I have 14, 13-year-old assistant instructors doing mat chats that sound like they have the maturity of a 50-year-old man and the wisdom to go with it because they're following that mat chat verbatim. And then the last element is the instructor handout. Because if my instructors find value and they understand passionately why we're teaching that life skill, they're more likely to utilize it throughout the whole class. And that's what makes it neat. Beyond that, the sky's the limit. Be as creative as you want to be and make it part of your culture that fit in with the core beliefs of your school. So that's my tip for January 2012, you guys. It's going to be an amazing year, but remember, it's up to you. It's your choice to take One Merit Badges, really implement it into your curriculum and what you do, and become a leader in your community for life skills education. Once again, it's Professor Brandon Beliso of One Merit Badges. I'll catch you next month.